But here we go. Hopefully we get something going live and up and running and things and stuff and whatnots. And
your CPU holds steady. And
posits. And whatchamacallits and thingamabobs. And yeah, we got that. Okay. Okay, now here the audio is gonna be weird.
Your CPU holds steady.
And posits. See, it's pretty whatchamacallits and thingamabobs. And I don't know, does it sound bad? I don't know. Okay, now here the audio is gonna be weird. Should I turn the volume down here? See, it's pretty whatchamacallits and thingamabobs. I don't know. Does it sound bad? I don't know. Okay, now oh gosh, don't do that. Okay.
I thought you were talking, and it's like the playback, and it's
things, and it's
things and stuff. Things that happening.
So if I turn this way down, what happens here? All right, let's see what this sounds like. See if this sounds better. It's better.
Things that happening.
So if I turn this way down, what happens here? Help, it's happening.
Help, it's happening.
So if I do this, if I do that, if I hit that and do this. Okay, that did that. Alright, so if I listen to... Alright, I'm going to give it a second here, and then I'm going to see if it sounds any better. What I do want to know there is if I do this. Oh. Okay, let's see what this sounds like. Is it better? Does sound a little bit better. Okay, let's see what this sounds like. Is it better?
Uh-oh.
Better. A little bit better.
I see kids now. I see kids.
All right, I want to show you guys something kind of funny.
Is it better?
Oh, don't laugh at his kids. That's mean.
How'd you do that?
I see kids now. I see kids.
So you know your kids are live. Well, that's right. They got their own videos and whatnots too. So they want to be YouTube stars. No.
Here, listen to this.
Okay.
Okay.
What is happening?
Oh, you can't hear it. Can you hear it?
No.
Oh, why can't you hear it?
Oh no. I can hear me.
Oh wait, yeah. That's
Good.
Why can't you guys hear it?
Oh, is that your desktop background?
Yeah.
I don't know you could share your screen like that.
It's kinda, yeah, I think there is somewhere, probably on the
I just figured it out.
I have
share
to
screens. I can see the little button right there, and I could take a snapshot of you two fun ones. Yeah, I can.
No.
And more options. What are the more options? Hold call, start recording. I can record this right now. That's nice. And turn subtitles on.
Oh, I know. Let's set this to 0. That probably.
Shane, you'd have all that fancy software. It's all built into Skype, just for you at your fingertips. Well, I don't know if the Mac version has it.
No. What? That? I don't.
What the recording?
That's. Wait, does it?
I don't know. I see this recording right now.
Well, yeah, that's great, but it doesn't let you. It doesn't mean it lets you stream it.
Yeah, I can record it and in 4K. Look at that. Look at you guys are so crystal clear right now. You guys are in 4K. Wait, how did Richard get over on the right side now of my screen?
Doesn't mean it's streaming, Tony.
Yep, we're streaming now. We're on all the heavy hitters. In Twitter, 4K.
Oh yeah,
Facebook, YouTube.
All right, let's
GarageBand, you name it, all of them.
I'm just gonna try to keep this at 0. Doesn't mean it's streaming, Tony.
Yep, we're streaming now.
Sorry, that was just repeated. All right.
I'm talking to your playback right now.
Yeah, you do. That's for true. Okay.
I do.
Oh, I can pause it here. Well, I should pause it here. That should free up some, what you call it? All right. I want to make sure. Oh, that's right. It wasn't actually. So Techies 85. Yeah, that'll get people to want to watch it. Call it Nail Clippers. That'll be good. That'll be great. Technology.
You know what I think it is? I think my Skype is actually muting out everything else.
Nice.
The future's now.
All right, now I'm actually going live on Facebook.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Going live on Facebook. Here we go.
I won't say anything.
What? Okay. Tony is always the problem. At least some people will lead us to believe Tony is always the problem with that.
Tony.
Who leads you to believe that?
Well, a certain person named Matt.
Oh, yeah.
Calling out names here. No, not that Matt, but the other Matt.
I know. The one who had that recording at the bachelor party.
On you, Frank McCall.
All right, so then I'm going to go here on the YouTubes, and then I'm going to go to the other thing and make the stuff.
How's your CPU usage holding up at?
87, 88, 77. I think it's probably because I just paused the video or something.
What is it? When we're in the middle of the podcast, what is it at? Are you at 100?
No, it's usually probably around there.
All right.
All right. So let's go to the Creator Studio. Oh wait, Creator Studio. Creator Studio.
Are your fans usually blaring too when you're doing all this?
My fans?
Yeah.
I got quiet fans, I think. Well,
usually they like to underclock everything, so your fans don't go on. Oh, well,
they are,
probably
not. They are blaring.
Okay.
I take it back. It's probably half the reason I hear it.
Because I'm about to get on a podcast.
Who?
With my buddies.
Okay.
You hear that, Shane? We're buddies.
Yeah. Where's YouTube at?
Will you help us?
I think YouTube is gone, Shane.
No, it's not.
Order of operations. Oh.
I haven't learned about that yet. I don't think.
Okay, what they're trying to tell you is that whenever you have adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing, there is an order. All right? When you have those 4 different things.
Yeah.
All right? You always multiply, then divide, you add, then subtract. That is the order. All right? And then if you have parentheses, that takes the place. So that will be first. Am I right, guys?
Yes.
Sounds pretty much right.
Parentheses takes priority.
I mean, sort of.
It's been a while.
I wouldn't say the parentheses are always go first. I'd say
what takes priority over the parentheses?
Yeah, it takes priority, like James or Tony said.
What do you do in that situation?
Twitch, get out of here. Yeah, I'm just saying if you have a number before the parentheses, you don't. Yeah, I guess you're right. You do the parentheses, but that doesn't mean you.
Actually, it'd be powers first, right? It'd be powers, then multiplication, then
what if the
division.
Powers are outside the parentheses?
What?
If they're outside of it, yeah.
Well, then you would take what's in the parentheses to the nth power.
Yeah.
If that's what you mean. Let's see here. So, what am I doing?
Look at that. You can look this stuff up now. I wish I had that question when I was in grade school. I just look online. Like, that's so easy. Back then, what did I do? I did ask my parents, kind of like what he's doing to you. I was just thinking that homework right now would be so easy just because of the internet.
It's just so easy.
Well, the thing is, I tried. I mean,
I know you can't. I don't know if they can use the internet.
Well, we can. We homeschool. So we try. We're their teachers, so they come to us with everything. They could go online, but the thing is, there's so much online.
Sorry about the machine.
You don't want to lead them down a wrong hole. What the hell was that?
Twitch likes to do stupid auto playing. I should mute it, but
all right. Purplemat.com parentheses. Exponents, multiplication and division, addition and subtraction. But again,
what is happening? Help!
You're right of what you said. That's pretty much.
Yeah. Come on.
What are you doing right now?
I'm trying to get the chat rooms going.
Oh, too bad you can't just have one chat room, to rule them all.
Yeah, true.
Just saying.
True.
And now.
I probably will at some point, but
5-3 the advantage.
Okay, Twitch, you really need to not autoplay. That'd be
nothing needs autoplay. Everything that autoplay is the worst.
I know, Jacob. That's why you should have left it alone. I will close it.
Let's see. Okay.
There.
Dashboard. I don't know why YouTube would not be playing, though. Why is YouTube not playing?
This is the part of the podcast process that takes the longest, Richard.
Yes.
I know it seems like that, Tony.
I think we've done this every time I've been on, so.
All right, I'm sure.
Shane's got his beefy system of a MacBook Pro.
What is... It's a processor.
Get a PC.
This has nothing to do with the speed of the computer, people.
Are you sure, Shane? Are you sure?
Yeah, I am going... It doesn't. Don't think so.
What are you doing again? I don't even know. We need a behind-the-scenes podcast edition. Where we just have a podcast kind of behind Shane that looks at what he's doing.
Yep.
You paying attention to me right now?
Nope.
You're doing something.
How do I get back to your videos?
Did you see Matt this weekend, Shane?
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys do that axe thing?
No.
Did he get a Switch?
No. Anything else?
Too bad. Yeah. Is he still ambivalent about it, or is he gonna get one?
He might. No, he just didn't have time.
Oh.
Yeah, YouTube. Why is the YouTube video not working? That's silly. I think I have to restart the...
Here we go.
I shared it.
Oh, you already shared it?
Yeah.
Well, YouTube's not...
What's wrong with that?
Wait, maybe it'll work now. I want to make sure...
We've been live for like 5 minutes.
I know, but
we're getting all of our antics in.
Antics.
I don't understand why YouTube's not working. I'm in the wrong section. Oh, live streaming. Maybe it's in there.
Shane, you gotta document your process. See, I'm not really centered on mine. Let me see what I can do here.
Oh, there it is. Okay, it is there.
So then this has to go this way.
Never mind, it's been there. Incorrect, Richard. We have been live for 12 minutes.
Oh, snap.
12 minutes.
Where's the chat room, though?
Don't worry, folks. We're almost online.
Yeah.
I mean, we are online. But, yeah.
All right, we're almost ready.
There we go. All right, there's people in the chat.
Stay tuned.
Who's in the chat right now?
Mike. Richard.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Eddie. Eddie, how you doing, Eddie?
Hey, Eddie.
Yeah. Ma. Oh, why do I hear myself echoing?
Oh, one of my uncles just joined. He's check us out.
Nice. Very nice. Is very nice. Okay, well, I think we're good. Oh, I wanted to try something new, though.
Oh, boy.
So, you know how, or go ahead and say my inspiration here, Tony. Do you know how at the beginning of the morning stream, they read, like, the thing before, what it's about, what it's good about it?
Oh, they kind of give a, like a preview, like a synopsis of...
I was thinking about just doing that. Oh, unless you wanted to join in with that, too.
You can do it. I don't care.
Okay.
You always want me to say more than hello, and I get, like, I have no idea what you want from me. And I don't know if you want to introduce the other guy first, or you want me to say something, and then we can kind of get into a big thing, and then it's like, well, wait, should the other guy talk? Because we didn't really introduce him yet, so then I'm probably overthinking this, but I don't know how much of a dialogue you want me to have, so I just say hello, or whatever. Well, but right now, I actually remember the last time you said it. You're like, I really got to talk to you about that, Tony. And here we are.
I never do. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Tony.
But I don't know what do you want, Shane?
I don't know, but I got to open this wine quick. That's why
you're having fun.
I was saying there's greetings other than hello.
Hi. Or, what's up, Shane? Yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, exactly. Jeez. Perfect. Thank you. Unless if you want a trademark thing, that's fine. But
I don't want anything. My brain power is saved for actual work. No, I don't know. I feel like if I overthink this, then it's just going to be hello, and I'm kind of starting to.
You guys hear that?
Yeah, I hear you pouring.
You hear me peeing in this cup? Just kidding.
I don't.
Shane.
No judgments. Whatever you want to do, I don't care. Everyone does. Everyone has to do that.
This is a clean show, folks.
PG-13.
Yeah. The only reason it is because
PG.
Shane doesn't want to go back and and post edit and post any swearing, beeping anything.
That's right.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. You basically just send it off and forget about it.
Who wants to do work?
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
That's weird. That's the second time I thought of that today. I mean, well,
that's fun.
well, somebody
Kids,
said
hide your
that.
wife.
Made me think of that. Yeah.
Hey,
Hi, Daddy.
this is my middle boy.
Aw.
Hello.
This is Jonathan.
Hey.
Hi, Jonathan.
Hello.
I'm about to get on a podcast, so you got to go, okay?
What are you doing?
I'm going to talk to the world.
No.
And the world will listen.
Okay. The whole world is listening.
The whole wide world.
Oh yeah, I gotta
Okay.
share this though.
All right.
You sharing now, Shane?
Upstairs?
All right.
All right,
Yeah.
buddy, buddy.
I gotta share the thing. I gotta share the video. Richard shared the video. I should share the video.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Were you sharing? I thought
Make
you
it
always
so.
share when you do stuff.
Make it so. Make it so. So make it. Sorry, I know we're starting late, like we always do. But
I got too much nonsense on my desk right now. I don't like it.
desk nonsense. Rated PG-13.
I smell bad.
Do you? I guarantee you
Wait,
it
are we
smells as
live?
bad as I do. Yeah.
Yes, we've been live for a while.
Who cares? I smell
We should
way
probably
worse.
tell the listeners, this isn't the show yet.
Hi, kids. This is
Should
the
we?
pre-show.
This is the pre-show
You
show.
only
No,
get it if
this
you're
is all we
Patreon.
talk
Shane, you
about.
set that up already, right?
No.
Just kidding.
We gotta make that video first, right?
Yeah, we gotta make a video.
What
I
the heck?
forgot what it is, but apparently I did the script for it already.
Oh, nice. That was great. Why is this page not loading? What's happening here? Come on.
Yeah, man.
Come on. Come on.
Come on. Let's just get these little tabbies.
I don't know. Great. This would be a great time for my internet to go down.
Yeah.
If I start going, bye, Kent.
Who do you have?
Spectrum.
Yeah.
Well, dang, it should work.
Oh, it does. It does. No, it's great. It's the best I've probably ever had, honestly. So.
Yay!
Yeah. I like
In
how
a
they
world
went up to 200 megabits
of
per second.
subpar
All right.
internet service providers.
I will have to say, so Angie and
Okay.
the kids, I got 3 of my other kids are all internet age, right? So they're constantly using it. Angie's using it, so it's used like all day long. And I think in the last year, I think it went down 15 minutes one day.
Oof.
I would say that's pretty good.
Mm.
Right on. Where's the share button? I just want to share it. Maybe I should go to Richard.
Share.
Maybe I should share it from Richard's page.
Hey, there you go.
Shared. Wow, fast.com has me pegged at 230 Mbps.
Yep. This is apparently the fastest way for me to share it right now. Just going to Richard's page.
Let's see what
Tony,
it says.
are you purposely trying to make us go deaf with that? Yeah, you are? Okay. Let's make
What?
sure. Do you have any idea how loudly you type?
Yes, I
He's
do.
mad. He's the mad typer.
Well,
I'm a good-
it probably wouldn't be so bad if the microphone wasn't right by it.
Do you need me to add closer? I'll add closer.
Yeah.
You need one of those like shock towers for your mic.
Fast.com was 220 megabits per second, and speedtest.net is 220. That's pretty fast.
220.
As fast as I've ever.
Okay,
That is
I think I'm finally ready.
All right.
Well, I'm waiting for you unless you guys need to get drinks or whatever.
Yeah, everybody
Oh,
got everything?
I got good.
Are you good? All right. Good.
good.
Don't tell me yet. All right. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to say before this might be kind of weird, but I'm going to start off by reading this thing. And then I'm going to go into the intro, or into the sound. Sound good?
It looks like your
Yes.
mic. I don't think Shane's saying it. His mic is saying it.
Oh yeah, your mic is totally taking over your whole face right now. I mean,
Is this better?
Yeah, that's better.
It's just a microphone.
Thank you.
Oh, it's a talking mic. No, it's Shane.
It's Shane. All right. All right. So does everybody got that? I'm gonna hit record. I'm gonna read this little blurb, and then I'm gonna do the thing, the sound bite.
The thing.
All right. So.
And if we screw up, it's okay. We're not getting paid for this.
No,
true. Very true. All right. And wait, what was that button for? Peak. I hit peak. No. All right. In 3, 2.
What's happening? All right, no, my bad. Keep going.
In 3, 2, 1. On this episode of Techies, Edge goes chrome. Headphones start surfacing. Parking is terrible, and nail clippers are new again.
Tech Bees.
Welcome back to Techies, the podcast about simplifying our lives one gadget at a time. This is episode number 85 for Sunday, December 9th, 2018. My name is Shane, and I am, as always, joined by the lovely Tony.
Thanks, Shane. How are you doing today? You're lovely too, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. And hey, that voice over there is our good,
I love the bromance.
Good buddy, our other part, another part of our bromance. is, Richard,
Well, brother from another mother.
Richard Webster. What's happening, man?
How you guys doing? I am pleased to be here. I'm honored.
Oh, it's very nice.
Yes, glad to have you.
No, the honor, the pleasure is ours. Believe us. I don't know about Tony, but believe me.
Yes. No, believe me. I don't know about Shane.
What's everybody drinking tonight? Tony?
Nothing.
Nice.
I just finished some water with lemon in it, so that's me being boring right now. How about you? How about you guys? What are you guys up to?
I got some Pinot Noir that I poured just before this.
That's why. Red wine's always good.
My newish this is the 10th annual turkey trot sort of what do you call this thing? Fake solo cup.
Oh yeah, because the real ones are red. Is that it?
No, because it's hard plastic.
Oh, and the real ones are fake plastic.
It's flimsier plastic.
I'm just kidding.
Nah, you are correct to say that though. What about
Cheaper, you? I suppose.
Well, I got 5 kids. I gotta stay awake, so I got me some DD, some Dunkin' Donut coffee.
Nice. Oh, how is it? Is it cold brew or what is that?
Yes, cold brew.
Nice.
Cream.
Another
Stevia.
friend, David, who's also been a guest on the show, he's a huge cold brew fan as well. But
I love it.
Yeah, I don't know. For me personally,
I started to get into it.
Have you? I mean, I've tried it before. Normally, I am just a hot coffee kind of guy, though. I at least have the illusion that it makes me more awake. So I don't. I'm sure that's probably.
I
not
tend to drink stuff colder, and this past summer, I don't know if it was just me being lazy or whatever. I had some coffee left over. I just put it in the fridge, and then the next day I'm like, all right. I'm like, oh, this goes down pretty fast when it's cold, and I felt like I could drink a lot more quicker, which maybe not the best, but caffeine wise, I'm up. I don't usually put anything in it though.
If you guys get a chance, try out the Nitro from Starbucks. It's pretty good. It's nitro infused. It's cold. It's like frothy, creamy. It's got like some body to it. It's really good. Give it a shot.
Nice. I just realized.
Sounds good. I like the name.
Starbucks Incorporated. Yeah.
I just realized David was actually in the chat. He said, "Do the thing." I don't know if that means the cold brew or if that means the podcast, but I think he agrees with that sentiment, though. But he agrees with something. But
that's always good. Do you agree?
Yeah. Cool. Well, Tony, maybe when I'm doing my news story, you can get something to drink for yourself.
maybe I'll fill up again.
If you need some waters, you can do that. But all right, yeah. Cool. Everybody else doing okay in general though? Just doing well? Things are going good and stuff?
Things are going good here.
Nice.
Actually, let's see. Just got off a vacation from about a month ago. Went to a couple different states. Actually, it was kind of crazy. I bought this old '89 Winnebago RV, 31 foot.
What?
Wow. Yeah, and it didn't leak. It all the plumbing worked, and I'm a little mechanically inclined, so did some tune-up on it, and drove the family down to Arizona, and went to Sedona, went to Grand Canyon. Which, if you've never been to the Grand Canyon, wow, it's you stand on the rim of this thing, and it's just like you don't believe what you're seeing because it's so big, it's so huge. Then came back up through South Dakota. And took the kids to see Mount Rushmore, which is just a really cool thing to see. You gotta see Mount Rushmore. That was kind of the end of the vacation, so we just kind of jet home. We didn't really do Wall Drug or any other stuff out west, but it was fun. We had a really fun vacation.
Sounds nice.
Very good. Very good. That does sound nice. I have yet to go to the Grand Canyon, but one of these days, and I'm sure it'll happen. Yeah. That and Mount Rushmore. Got to get those, make those happen.
Yep.
All right. Well, why don't we talk about some news here.
News.
Yes, The Verge says this article is from The Verge, and it's Microsoft is rebuilding its Edge browser on Chrome and bringing it to the Mac. And I think when I first got into Mac, again, that was a whole new story because I'm not really into it right now. But when I first got into it, I really thought Internet Explorer was on the Mac, and I don't remember when they left. But that's neither here nor there. This is actually, Chrome. This is kind of more about Chrome anyway. So Microsoft is beginning to rebuild Microsoft's Edge browser, which I don't know if they still have Internet Explorer. I mean, I'm on it right now. I'm on a Windows PC right now. Do they still have Internet Explorer? Do they not?
Exists.
Or is it just Edge? I think
it exists, but
I believe it's just Edge.
Right. Yeah. That's all they're updating, really. But they still. I mean, yeah, IE11 is still out there.
Yeah, and I guess that's the confusion is at work. It's all IE11, whether it's on the computer or through Citrix, which is, don't even get me started on Citrix. There's something I just don't like that much. Because I mean, we actually have Chrome through Citrix at work too, and that's just terrible. Anyway, so they're beginning to rebuild the Edge browser, Microsoft's Edge browser. It's going to run Chromium, which is kind of like their open source web rendering engine that pretty much Chromium is kind of like Chrome for Google, which again, Google does run that off of too for Chrome's browser. Right now, that pretty much means that the Edge will soon be powered by Blink and V8 JavaScript engine. And I think, Shane, you might know something about that, since you're kind of the web dev guy. I'm not too sure.
The engines, I mean, I've certainly heard of these things, the engines for them. I'm doing more of the, the coding side of things, but the actual coding, not so much the behind the scenes thing. So quite as much, but yeah, I've certainly heard of Blink and V8, and that's what Chrome is using, I guess. So the thing that I'm kind of confused about still is, so it used to be WebKit, used to be based on WebKit. I actually wasn't aware that they had changed at one point, but to their own Chromium, I believe is what Chrome is now powered off of.
And WebKit, wasn't that like Mozilla Firefox? Is that
WebKit was Apple's open source web browser, which is
Safari.
Safari is still built off of it. Sure, yep.
Oh, with WebKit, okay. Just kind of trying to put things in perspective. But anyway, Joe Belfiore, who's the corporate vice president of Windows, said, "Ultimately, we want to make the web experience better for many different audiences. People using Microsoft Edge and potentially other browsers will experience improved compatibility with all websites while getting the best possibility battery life and hardware integration on all kinds of Windows devices." And I don't know if you know this, I really can't speak too much for Windows right now because I don't know if I notice a difference, but I think on Mac with with the Chrome browser, I really thought it was kind of a resource or at least a power hog. So I don't know.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I don't know if you could speak to that with the Mac at least. I think that was kind of something. So
the only people that are going to benefit are old people.
Yeah, because they are the only ones that use Internet Explorer. Is that it? Or they use Microsoft Computer with the default browser is Edge.
I'm glad you
guys did that. Yeah, they really want to bring that back to it, and I know Windows. Well, anyway, right now, like the thing I first read, I thought they were going to either rebrand this or something like that, because Edge is, I don't know, like at least in the tech circles, Edge browser is kind of like, down below, like. I mean, some people might talk bad about Safari because they're maybe Windows people, but I mean, they really talk bad about like Edge. I mean, nobody really likes that. And I don't even like it that much. I tried to use it for a while, but it's not that good. But anyway, they're saying it's not going away or getting rebranded, which is another thing I thought. Like usually when software gets bad taste and marketing wise, they'll just it's the same thing, but they call it a different name, hoping to get some market shares back. But no, they're going to keep it the same. But they're saying that websites will render more consistently after it's going to be kind of like an under the hood change. Like the average user is really not going to know that much has changed. But again, they're doing this because Edge has fallen behind Chrome, as everyone really knows. Even people that that aren't necessarily, they would call themselves tech savvy. They just like default like, all right, everything's Google, everything's Chrome. And I suppose Microsoft, they used to be kind of number one. And I suppose in a way, in terms of market share, Windows operating systems, for desktops are still, they still are above everyone else. So they kind of want to get that back. And this article did say that Chrome is like the new IE6. And I know IE6 was everywhere then. I remember when I was working help desk at some jobs a long time ago, they're like, if you have IE6, you can basically run everything. And that's another reason I kind of like to keep Windows, because I think Safari at the time wasn't working that well when I wanted to switch over to Mac. And you hear about Firefox, and that was kind of the thing before Chrome came out. And I kind of got on that a bit. But then I remember that, like, I think my banking, whatever that website, this is stuff when banking was kind of coming off. I remember got to use Internet Explorer, or some services just required Microsoft, but not anymore. Everything can pretty much be used on anything, and it works better depending on what browser you have. But anyway, developers optimize for Chrome, and Chrome adopts for emerging web technologies, and Microsoft is struggling with Edge, and they know it. Everyone pretty much knows it. So they have been considering this move for at least a year, maybe longer, to see what they could do here. This has kind of been a push from consumers and businesses. And Chromium will solve web compatibility issues and updates. And Edge browser will work across all versions of Windows. And I know it's not just 10 that's out there. Some people are still on 7. Some people are still on 8. And of course 10. And they want it to kind of be like kind of one version kind of across those different operating systems. And then, of course, there's a lot of devs or developers that program on Mac, and if they want to be able to test their sites for Edge, one of the only ways to have it is to have either a Windows box or on their MacBook or Mac desktop to dual boot, or have a program like Parallels, some sort of VMware solution to be able to test that. And that was kind of, that's kind of a putsy thing to do, to have something additional just to be able to test your code. So right now they did say they're going to bring Edge to Mac. And this is just another thing that I think Satya Nadella is doing to bring more things to more places. They want Microsoft everywhere. And I know before it was kind of more closed off. They've been more like the whole, not open source, but I think they're embracing open source a lot more now. So that's just another thing that I think they're doing. So beta building is starting early next year. There really isn't any dates yet for when this stuff's coming, but they're thinking 2019 for some of these versions to come.
Oh boy, I can't wait.
Yes, Shane?
No, I don't know.
What'd you just?
No one's going to use this.
I think it gives more. Well, I don't know. I think they're trying something. It's interesting to see. But
yeah, no, I should.
The only time I've ever actually used Edge was on a new computer, and I opened Edge to download Chrome.
Yeah,
this is the only time I've ever used Edge.
I do similar things.
I would say I do that too, but I think from a developer's point of view, who's going to want to make sure, especially all their websites work on every platform or every platform. It'll be easier for them to test. I think that's probably a good thing to do. So, because there's a lot of people that they'll use Edge just because they don't know. Oh, I should be using Chrome or I should be using this one. They're just average, users that just use it just to use it, and they don't feel like they need to download anything new. Mm-hmm. Unless somebody tells them that this one's better, some tech person or someone. So, yeah, thought that was interesting that they're doing something. They're not the Microsoft that was like 10, 15 years ago. They're definitely not that. I know they had to change. They have to change. So, and they are. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm still kind of rooting for them. I know that a lot of things have been more Mac lately. Which
honestly,
is fine.
That would be, well, I don't know. I guess I have mixed feelings. Really, that's great if they have a reliable browser, and I guess they do more or less now. I mean, too little, too late, as far as I'm concerned, and this is too little, too late. But again, it's kind of like, why won't you just use Chrome? I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. But Chrome's getting up there too. I don't know.
What do you mean it's getting up there?
Well, there's more they keep adding to it. There's I've gotten crashes and stuff too with that. I don't know.
Sure.
But I mean, it does support, and it's open source, and it's all this, that, and the other. But I mean, I've kind of switched to when I had my MacBook Pro. I've sort of used Safari a little bit more too. I don't know if that's supposed to help with battery or not.
Back to Richard's original point, I suppose the one advantage would be, at least on Windows, if it comes preloaded with it, that's one less thing you have to download, I guess. But
yeah, but I think a lot of people, like especially you and me, are just gonna we're so far into, all right, we get a new computer or we install Windows again or whatever. All right, our first thing to do, install Chrome. I don't know. It's almost by default we do that now. I think it might be too little, too late, like you were saying, and it might. I mean, if there's something that big that really, there's something huge that like, oh yeah, these sites, render faster or load faster. I mean, if there's a clear like night and day difference on why this is better than Chrome, then I see people maybe doing it. But if it is, it almost is too little, too late. But we'll see. Time will tell.
Now, in the case of Mac, most of the time you're probably downloading, a new browser anyway. And I mean, I'd be hard pressed to choose Edge over Chrome, though. Safari is pretty fast on the Mac, and it does make me wonder.
Yeah, I like Safari.
If at some point that means Apple's going to bring Safari back to Windows.
Interesting.
If Microsoft is making this shift, but.
So, fun fact, I just found a site called netmarketshare.com. It actually has the exact percentage ratio of the different browsers.
Yeah, I actually looked
63% people use Chrome.
Right. Sure. So there's a few out there. NetMarketShare being one. Let's see.
Internet Explorer is 11, followed by Firefox with 10%, Edge at 4%.
You have to take some of these with a grain of salt.
3.8.
I like to go to StatCounter for a lot of these. Let's see. StatCounter has Chrome at, what did you say again, Richard?
Chrome at 63.6%.
See, and StatCounter says 61.75, so pretty close.
Yeah, this was as of November 2018.
All right, and this is as of same, yep. So it's just, they get their data from different sources, but, so it's got Edge at, or it says IE, it doesn't say, it says 2.8, this one only says 2.8 for, 2.15 for Edge. They must combine Internet Explorer and Edge or something in this. And
they should break out the different internet. Is anyone using 6 anymore?
Yeah, actually. So there's a better one here. Let's see. W3 Counter is another good one. I like W3 Counter because it does break them out, and it's got. So that one's got 63.5 for Chrome and 7.3 for Internet Explorer and Edge. And it also lists different versions here. So it's got IE11 at 3.43%, and let's see here.
Chrome 70 now? That's crazy.
So this
and here's the thing I was going to say, Shane. So this site actually breaks it out, desktop version versus mobile version.
Yep.
And so maybe that could be the slight difference. This was the desktop stat.
Sure.
Curious. Clicking on mobile. Okay, now this makes a lot of sense. All right, so desktop version, second place, desktop version is 11%, Firefox 10. I mean, Safari's all the way down at like 3.8, but you go to the mobile version, Safari goes from 3.8 to 26.6, second place to Chrome at 63%. So definitely you can tell a lot of Apple users are mostly on their mobile devices.
So that's interesting.
Not as much on Mac.
But what is Android? Is that Chrome then?
That would be probably Chrome.
Yeah, yep. So similar kind of numbers here, I think, because back to W3 Counter, we've got Chrome 70 at 38.3%, Safari 12 7.9%, Chrome 69 4. See, this shows how fast people update Chrome, because Chrome 69 is 4.3%, and then it just goes down from there.
Is that automatic though? I don't go out of my way to update a Chrome. I think it automatic. I don't even know if they give you an option to do it yourself, or automatically they just
I think you can turn it off, maybe automatically.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sure it's on by default. And then it's got IE17 down there at 1.86%. No, they say IE17. I think they kept the same versioning. They must have kept the same versioning along the way, and so that would be Edge. But
so 11 they also is better than Edge. Nice.
So they also break out platforms on here as well, but it's not quite the same because they break out actual platforms and not browsers by platform. So like Windows 10, 17%, Windows 7, 14%, Android 8, 11.72%. iOS 12 way down there at 8.04% though. If anyone's wondering.
Yeah. Mac OS X.
To me it's kind of funny, but to put things into perspective with that again, iOS is on, basically one device or just a few different devices rather than, thousands of different devices. So you got to keep that in mind, of course.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, sorry, Tony, was that it? Was there more?
That was it. But good discussion.
Yeah.
That spurred from it. Good stuff.
Right on. So, these have to be easily the top two news sources that we tend to reference, but TechCrunch reports Microsoft's Surface line now includes headphones. So at first, I don't know about you guys, but when I heard that title, I was like, wait, sweet, they're packaging headphones with the Surface?
That's kind of what I thought when you just...
No, apparently that's not what that means. They are referring to these as Surface headphones, which is kind of I don't really care for the name personally. I don't know how you feel about that, but these are going to offer next level noise cancellation. And this was just announced. Let's see, I've got the article here. This must have just been announced 2 months ago. All right. That's not as new as I thought it was, but that's okay because...
I think I talked about it a little bit on my Microsoft article.
Oh, sure.
Sorry.
Wait, when was that? When it first came out?
When they announced it at whatever Microsoft's event was. It was around the time with Google had their event, Apple had their event.
Sure, but you only touched on it.
Yeah, I just touched on it. You're going more in depth. It's good for you.
Sure, somewhat in depth. This is honestly a pretty short article, but but yeah, so they're hoping to advance Cortana more or less with this as their digital assistant, because right now, they're competing with Siri and Alexa, those sorts of things. And it's weird because they talk about that, but they don't specifically say in this article that it works with Cortana, but that's the implication here. Yeah. They're going to be priced at $350. You guys getting some feedback there by chance?
Maybe something.
When do you guys want to mute real quick? Just want to see if it makes a difference. That one went away. Went away there. Whoever did that. But so they're going to be at 350. They're going to be competing with companies like Bose, Sony, and Samsung, to name a few. You know, certainly when I see 350, my brain immediately goes to Bose, or even more. I tend to see $400 and think Bose, which I'm sure they do quality stuff, but it's they're up there in price. 350 is certainly priced at 350. They're not going to be including this with a Surface.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
So wait, with Cortana, do you think too little, too late too?
I would, yeah. You know, let's see. Windows Phone, Microsoft Edge, Cortana.
Well, I almost think HomePod too, but maybe not.
What, you think HomePod too?
I don't know.
Well, HomePod is Apple.
Not to get in a tangent here, but
are we talking about Microsoft or Apple here?
Everything.
Everything that's too late.
Yeah.
It's
fine.
The one that got away.
My kids broke my Bose headphones.
Oh no.
The wonders of having children.
Well, yeah, that's a bummer. But, you know, that's what you get for spending that kind of money. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
No, I mean, AirPods 160, that's still pretty up there. Mind you, the sound quality certainly isn't going to be that level. But, and you're not going to get noise cancellation and all that fun stuff. But you're going to get Siri, which I didn't ask for. Because I personally, I don't know about you, Tony, but I do not use Siri on my what you call them? AirPods? Wow, I couldn't think about them for a second. Tony, did you freeze up? What's happening here? Tony, are you there? Tony,
where did you go?
Tony, no, he's probably restarting right now. It's okay because his article has come and gone. So thankfully, he'll just join us when he's ready. In the meantime, enjoy this awesome still frame of Tony. But let's see. So, no, he's off the call now. I'm sure he'll be back. He did say that he may have to step away at a moment. Here, I'm just going to do... No, you're not Tony. You are Richard. Richard. There we go. Okay. Just want to make sure you're in the right place here. Okay. So, when I first... I'm not going to...
You might have to move me.
No, I did move you just now, but...
there we go.
Yeah, no, you're good. So let's see. Apparently, they're just saying coming soon for this, which is kind of like to me, that's like a Blizzard thing. They'd say soon TM. It's running joke even Blizzard makes, but they're gonna maybe they may or may not announce additional features as it goes because, frankly, having Cortana on a pair of headphones, is not really a selling point by itself, but yet to be seen. So are you currently in the market for a pair of noise canceling headphones by chance, Richard?
Well, I will say I just won a pair. I actually with work got a bunch of sales and I won a contest and got some pretty nice Beats earbuds.
Nice.
And I would have never spent the money myself.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just don't spend money like like that. Right. When you have 5 kids, you don't have money to spend on earbuds, especially when they're $150. But wow, they sound incredible.
Nice.
I mean, in contrast, I'm sure they sound better than the piece of junk I probably had in a drawer, but they sound amazing compared to that. So they're really nice. They're really nice.
Awesome. What brand did you say those were?
Those were the Beats. The Beats earbuds.
Tony's trying to add himself to the call. This is not how this works, Tony. I have to add you silly guy. Jeez. What a silly guy. Look at this. This is happening right now. He'll be on here shortly. Oh, Oh no! Now he's reversed. Can I do this?
Hello.
Can I do this? Can I switch you guys around? This is
all right. I don't know what happened.
Great radio. Here we go. No. Yes. Yes. No.
All right, there we go. Almost. Oh, flip us around, everybody.
Oh, there we go.
Right.
I think I got
almost
it.
there. Oh,
and there we go. Okay, Tony's back. Hey, I think that's the first time that's ever happened. I think it went off pretty well. We still managed to get through.
There we go. All right.
What happened?
Managed to get through the article. I don't know. We're just talking about how Cortana's on these headphones. They're noise canceling. They're coming soon. Maybe they'll have more features to them. Possibly.
Did you talk about how they're wireless, and I'm sure that Cortana being on there might take up some battery power that people might want instead of Cortana?
I did not talk about that.
That's kind of where my mind kind of went.
But that's a good point.
Honestly, I like the wired. Because, I don't have to charge them.
Well, that's constantly. A good point.
And two, I don't know, with so many things being wireless, I don't want so much EMF going through my brain and cooking my leftover brain cells. So
I just want to point out.
Yeah, but there's so much already out there that's going through our brains.
I know, but if it's one less thing that I could try to.
Speaking of leftover brain cells, Richard just did that thing that Buzz from Home Alone did, and he was like, A, this, 2. I don't know if you noticed.
Oh, I do that a lot. I love doing that.
He went from letters to numbers, or
A,
I don't know.
2.
That's okay though.
But
this is kind of annoying, honestly. I don't know. I don't really care for it. I could take it or leave it. No, I could leave it. Take it away. I'm not a big corded guy. That's cool though. No, I mean, clearly.
I get the benefits. Yeah.
Sure.
It's who you are. Yeah.
Sure.
It's what you like.
Yes, and charging is annoying. Totally agree with you on that.
Yeah.
But
especially when you got earbuds that are totally separate and you got to actually charge 2 of them.
Oh yeah, and certainly when you've got multiple devices, because when I first heard about the Apple Watch, I was like, I'm not going to want to charge that. And when I first heard about the AirPods, I was like, I don't want to have to charge that. And when I first heard about the iPad, these are all devices. These are all devices I have to charge separately, and thankfully I have a nice little like I just charge everything on this table right in front of me now at this point. Well, except for at least I have a stand for my my phone and my Apple Watch next to my bed. But yeah, it could be better dealing with all that, and certainly anything that's wireless probably isn't going to meet the same quality level, generally speaking, right, as something that would be in the same range price-wise, right? At least. So.
And no, I don't think that was a niner there, Melissa.
oh, we got things in the chat.
Yeah, we got peeps listening. Melissa's my cousin.
Nice.
Hi, cousin.
Hi, cousin.
I got a whole bunch of family in here. I got my uncle, Michael John, in here. I got
holy cow! This is like the biggest crowd we've ever had.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of people. I got my buddy Eddie listening. I got an old gamer friend Amanda listening in.
We got Eric from Wildernet in here. Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say what. Well, let's say first and foremost, the Where to Hunt podcast. That's what he's most known for.
Oh,
check that out.
No, not selling headphones.
Definitely not.
Just informing.
But
not endorsed by Bose Radio.
We gotta keep making that note there. Yeah. Well, considering that literally you've never heard an ad on this podcast before, that should tell you we have no affiliation here whatsoever.
We work for free
until we do. Until someone wants to pay us, because that'd be great.
Until someone wants,
right. Then we'll sell out like crazy. All right. Well, I suppose that's enough about those.
Sure.
Yeah. Let's talk about what really ticks us off.
You know what really grinds my gears?
You know what really grinds my gears? Street parking, and by that I mean all parking. Any sort of parking. Really, parking's the worst in the whole world. I'm just going to start everything off by, it's the worst thing ever.
Well, that kind of goes with if you own a car or if, you're using a car.
The worst.
Chances are you got to not drive sometimes. So
and sure.
It's got to go somewhere.
Sure. There's alternatives. Public transportation. Sure, not all of us can necessarily benefit. If you live a half hour from the city, that's not generally an option. If you live out in the middle of nowhere, that's generally not an option. So maybe it affects me worse than some people, but it's just the worst. And so there was a little podcast a while back, and I'm really glad Tony thought of this, or remembered, or I don't know if you searched for it or what, but
I did a quick search.
It was a Freakonomics podcast, maybe the Freakonomics podcast, and I don't know if it was actually Freakonomics or was it they have like a separate show. Do you remember?
There's some other ones that are offshoots of it, but when if this is the same one you're talking about, this was from Freakonomics podcast.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Jason. How you doing, buddy?
Wow, there's more people. What's happening right now?
It's all of Richard's family.
It's going viral, man.
Oh. I'm so verklempt.
Shane's dream is coming true.
It's true. It is Shane's dream.
So Freakonomics, they do a podcast. What did they do beyond? There was a book, I believe.
There was a book. Dubner. I forget his first name.
Dubner.
Yeah, I don't even.
Hello, Dubner.
Is it Steve Dubner? I don't know.
Hello, Governor.
Probably know more about Freakonomics.
Would you like some crumpets and tea?
Yeah,
that's right.
That'd be great.
A spot of tea.
Go get me some. So
Stephen Levitt and Stephen Dubner.
Oh, thank you. So they do a little podcast, and one of the episodes, this is kind of an older episode, probably a couple of years old at this point, but they talked about how if you charge for parking, all parking, you really don't run into the same problems as we seem to now, where nobody can find a parking spot. And yeah, go figure. Because right now it's either you can't find a parking spot or you pay like crazy, just to get one, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you charge just a little bit for all parking, everyone's happy. And I would be okay with that. I would be really okay with that. I'd be so okay with that, I'd be willing to pay more money. No, that's the opposite of what I'm trying to say. Right? So,
are you thinking that charging for parking would have more parking spots available because people would just not do it then? Is that
people, yeah. So the people basically what they were getting at in this particular podcast, and maybe I should read off this particular episode title, which is, what is it again? Did you get it? Parking is hell.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Basically what I've been saying here the whole time. And what episode of that was it? So it was, okay, that was actually...
This was a while ago.
It was actually 5 years ago, but
yeah.
March 13th, 2013. I don't know if they number their episodes. I just want to call them out as much.
Well, I think they go into parking and then just like how cities are made, and they kind of go in depth a lot more on just... driving and probably infrastructure, really. I barely remember it, though. So, I mean, if you're interested in something like this, I definitely urge you to check it out. But yeah, I don't like parking either. Usually in the big cities of, Milwaukee.
Richard, you love it, though, right? Parking's great.
Usually if it's a parking lot, I like it a lot better.
Right. Well, yeah.
You're more likely to find a spot, but not always. So,
lot, parking structure, sure. As long as it's not too expensive. Cool with that. It's just...
I don't know. Parking structures, I just go straight to the top.
There you go. Well, at least you have...
They'll have elevators anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but, basically...
No, I practically live out of my car for my job, and so I'm always trying to find a parking spot. And I do a lot of residential sales, so I'm always constantly trying to find... a good place. Here's the thing: there's lots of places to park, except you gotta be careful where you park because you freak like old ladies out, and their dog, because you park in someone's someone's house for an hour. They're calling the cops because some big guy in
you're scaring the old ladies.
Wearing all black with like a tablet that's a gun. It's a gun. He's got a gun. No, it's a tablet.
It's got a tablet.
It's good. It's a tablet.
It's black. Oh, it's a gun. No, it's not. It's a tablet.
Should have gone rose gold.
Oh, snap. Or white, I guess.
Famous last words. Yeah. Basically, what their point was in the podcast was people that, really need to park are going to be willing to pay that negligible amount, and the people that maybe don't need to park so much just aren't going to park, right? They're like, not going to pay that. I don't know what it would be, $1 or whatever it might be, you know.
I think depending on where it is, it's probably a lot more than $1.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. Maybe it wouldn't be right now. Like right now, they charge. Here's the thing, right? They charge most cities. Well, don't quote me on this, but at least in Milwaukee here, it's it's 7, 8. What is it? It's different depending on parts of the city, but it's like 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. or something is when they're going to charge during the week, and then. Maybe not at all on weekends, maybe only Saturdays, that sort of thing. But yeah, just if they do it all the time, look at all that extra money they could be making during that time. First of all, those times they aren't charging, and all the spots that currently charge they'd be forced to lower their prices because of the cheaper parking everywhere else. I don't know. At least that's how I kind of look at it, but. It could be drastically improved as far as I'm concerned, because parking, and it's not just in big cities. Sometimes it's in smaller cities like where I live currently. Can be just as bad depending on the day of the week. If it's a Friday or Saturday night, you're gonna struggle to find parking even there. So, I'm all for something like this, and I think, and that is what grinds my gears.
That's nice. Any
other points you guys wanted to make?
I just quickly Googled this. It's from the DOT, Department of Transportation. Depending on where and when you park in parking meter in New York City, the costs and regulations vary. Hourly parking rates for passengers parking range from $1.25 to $7.50, and from $5 to $8 for commercial parking. So. I don't know. I just thought I'd check out a major city.
Nice.
Parking.
But parking, sucks in general. I don't know. I guess you could one up it, and just owning a car in general kind of sucks. I don't know. Just if there was just a whole bunch of transportation out there, I'm waiting for autonomous vehicles to be around where owning a car will be a thing of the past. But I think we're very, very far off.
Eric told you to not stop believing. Don't stop believing, Tony.
I won't, Eric. I will. The future.
Don't stop.
It's now, but it's also in the future.
No, I only said that because that's what I put as your. I put that as your caption.
Don't stop
believing. Nobody's really paying attention to me.
He won't stop believing. That's right. Refuses to stop believing. He will continue to believe.
What are we believing in again?
Until the end of time.
All right, start playing some Journey. Let's go.
I don't have that in my data. I don't have the licensing.
Flagged by Google.
I don't know the rest of the words.
All right. Well, on that note,
it's probably good you don't, or we'll be Google AI will ban this podcast.
Exactly. No, that's a real thing now.
That's if I can actually sing it in tune. If I sing it out of tune, that'll probably be all right.
But if you sing it auto-tuned.
Oh, snap.
Ooh.
XP Boost.
It's the XP Boost segment of the week. And we're talking about something that, honestly, I'm going to say this, and people are going to be like, what are they talking about? But it's nail clippers.
What are they talking about?
No, well, specifically I might butcher this name, but I believe it's no-mes, because it's MESNO -MES. So I'll say mes. Clearly they're going for mess. But yeah, but that'd be 2 S's, Tony.
How clever.
You know how words work?
You know how words work?
Yeah.
Words.
I know how to spell mess.
No.
But that's what they're going for. Yes. No mess would be what they're going for here.
I get it.
So Tony put first world foot issues, and I said, what are you talking about?
It's cheaper with 1 S.
That's true.
It's cheaper.
That's cheaper market. They pay per letter, don't they?
Probably.
I believe I read at one point though that toenails grow about a quarter of the speed of fingernails. So this is less about for my toes and more about for my fingers, and that's a good thing because these are actually pretty small. These are, which I don't know about y'all, but I tend to use toenail clippers for my fingers anyway.
Actually, I do too.
Yeah.
I thought I was the only one.
No, because, you know.
Shane.
I got
clipper buddies.
We must have pretty big fingers.
Oh my gosh.
Normally. Clipper buddies.
Seriously, man. I thought I was the only one.
Richard just keeps going on about this like, oh my goodness, I am just so excited that we are.
This is awesome. Clipper buddies, man.
So this
I gotta cut my nails right now.
This is a pretty simple idea. But something I've struggled with as long as I can remember was... It is. The struggle is real here. All right, take that lightly. I understand there are much worse issues in the world. I want to make known that I understand this, but let me tell you, ever since I've had to cut my nails, they just fly everywhere. Everywhere I'm looking, this is going to sound like a grinds my gears section here as well, but
you beat me to it, Shane.
Could make every segment this probably, but
it's fine. I don't care.
But yeah, it's just been an issue, and you can't figure out. You're trying to figure out what's the best spot. You try to do it over the trash. Should I do it over the trash? Should I do it over the sink? Should I do it over this, that? They just get, because even when you do it over the trash, they're still going to fly behind it. They're still going to fly in front of it. They're going to fly everywhere.
In your eye.
Oh my gosh.
They go everywhere. Right, and there's maybe some solutions to this being, you know, you can, if you wet your hands. Okay, I'm going into Peter Griffin again here. Yeah, no, I've heard, like, you can soften up your nails, make them less brittle. Like if you run them underwater, supposedly they might be less likely to go everywhere. But so if you take a shower first and then do it, maybe it's not less of an issue, but it's always been a problem for me. Always. Oh, goodness. Always a problem. And then one day, recently, I was like, I wonder if there's a product out there that can help me with this problem that I've struggled with my entire life. And enter...
Show us, Shane. What is it, Shane?
Enter
what is it?
the no-mes... I'm going to say it. Well, whatever. Let's just say... What do we agree?
No-mes.
Fine. We'll say no-mes just to appease you, Tony.
No-mes with one S.
No-mes with one S. Nail clippers. These bad boys actually collect your what are they called?
Your nails. They collect your nails.
Your nail clippings. Your nail clippings.
Take my money. Take my money.
Oh, really?
$2 bill.
Richard's excited.
It's crazy as a $2 bill.
Richard's excited. Richard's excited about this.
No, I can already tell it sucks.
I want to reach through and grab your money. Wait, it's over. Wait, is it this way?
Take my money.
Okay.
I want it.
All right. Well, you'll learn more. You'll learn how to purchase one of said items here today. And again, we have no sponsorship with it. But
well, I got one more.
Oh, nice. Big spender. So yeah, they collect your nail clippings is what I'm trying to get at here. And the way they kind of go about it, it's a little bit interesting. So most Richard's just really showing off the the money there. Wait, are those $2 bills? No, they're 20s, right? What is it? What do you got there?
I said they were $2 bills, Shane.
Oh, you did? Well, I wasn't. I was trying to talk, Tony.
Well, so was everybody else apparently.
That'd be Jefferson.
I was gonna say, is it Jefferson?
I got some Jeffersons for you.
Nice. It's all about the Jeffersons. Anyway, so so they collect the nail clippings in this little device here, right? So the way it works, if I may show you, normally you got this little lever on top that swings around the other direction. You flip it back around. In this case, you flip it 180 degrees this way, right? I'm going to sound like Vince here. I'm selling you a product. I'm going to flip this little device, this little cover here. It's going to go right this way. And then you flip back the cover just like this. And then you got it like a normal nail clipper, just like that.
Where do you get it? I want one.
I don't think it's going to work for me.
Tony doesn't think anything is going to work for him. He doesn't think that the wet bags are going to work for him. He doesn't think the nail clipper is.
Remember Keith?
Yeah.
This is my wedding, man.
Yeah. No, we know. Yeah.
Yeah, Keith.
Oh, he's
What's
in
up,
the
man?
chat. Nice. I was like, yeah. What about him? Oh, hey, man. What's going on? What's up there?
Hey,
So-
my new sister just joined, Janelle.
Hi, Janelle.
Nice.
Jeremy's wife.
Oh, very good. Everyone's here. It's the whole family.
It's a family reunion.
Nice. So the way, if I didn't make it clear, the way this works is you got this little extra cover down here now that acts as a, and I could have done. The reason that's there is so you can empty it, right? As you wouldn't be able to if it was just covered here. Like you could do that with the traditional clippers, but then you wouldn't be able to actually get them out really very easily. And this way, you can just empty it by going like so. Oh, sorry to our audio listeners. Should probably apologize. Basically, it just has a cover that you can open and close.
A little chamber that collects little toenails.
I like chamber. That's a good one. That's a good way to put it. And I
don't know.
Let me tell you, this thing works. It really does. Because it collects them. It collects basically every one of them in there. And let's see, there's only really two issues with it. And the first of which I already kind of stated that it is not as large as a toenail clippers. This is very much a fingernail clippers.
Have you tried it on your toes yet, Shane?
I haven't yet because they grow so darn slow, which is good.
Really?
It's good.
Hey, my toenails are primed for cutting. If you want, I wouldn't mind trying it. So
you should probably just order.
We're turning this into a DIY. Let's have Shane go to Richards right now.
These are my tools for cutting nails.
Show us.
Or
let's see
at
how you
least-
do it right now.
And then this for getting the hangnail out. So you kind of dig in.
Are we talking to your fingers?
Rip it out. Works really good.
And your feet?
Yeah.
How many toes have you taken off?
How many toes? Yeah. So it's I really hope you're not using knives.
Use this
for that,
to cauterize the wound.
Looks like you've got a solution that works.
You came prepared for this discussion.
That's
and
nice.
so it's a little bit smaller. The only so aside from being a little bit smaller, oh my gosh, the only other negative is that if you don't make a complete cut, so this is kind of hard to explain, but if you don't cut all the way across, right, and get a complete, which makes sense, if you don't have a complete nail to cut, it can't really fly back into the chamber, as Tony's calling it. I was calling it a cache or something, but I like chamber. We'll call it a chamber.
Oh, that's true. Then it probably falls on the floor, right, or wherever.
Well, no, it'll stay on your nail. So
until you cut again.
Until you cut again. So if you can get the whole thing to fit still in there, it's a little. That's like the only thing that's kind of difficult about it is you need it to be able to fit in there. And maybe I haven't had too much of an issue with it because it does actually have, as you can probably see here, little holes on the sides of it that would allow a nail to kind of extend out a bit. But I don't know. It's probably not necessarily going to fly back into that little chamber as easily if it's not a complete short clipping that can fit right in there. So
there you go.
If that makes any sense. But yeah, overall, I think it's probably saved me quite a bit of time in general picking up nail clippings. Not that I always maybe catch every one of them anyway. Maybe I don't ever catch any of them. I don't know, because they kind of blend in with the floor a lot of the time. It's hard to that's
sweep the bathroom.
That's a big part of it though. Like it's still there. It's still gonna happen. But not so much with these bad boys. Not so much.
Yeah.
Shane, I appreciate your input.
Thank you. I'm glad somebody out there was helped by this. Tony hates everything.
Totally going out.
No, I don't.
Tomorrow.
Doesn't think it's not gonna work for Tony for some reason.
Oh, I like my solution better.
Tony's got short nail beds.
Yeah, well,
no. I hate doing the feet. I hate you have to. I want to do one slice through, like of the nail. But to be honest with you, I just go outside.
Richard had the solution for you over here, Tony.
I already have my solution.
No. Use one of those. There. What? How do I point? There it is. Just for you.
No, I don't understand. You got to show me how you use that. Let's see it. Let's see a demo.
Well, I got to get my foot up.
Get up there. Yeah, all right.
I use this for my big toes.
Let's see it. Get your big foot up there. Let's see.
Just to be clear. Oh goodness, this could be bad. Just to be this.
I want to see it.
No.
I get how yours works.
Oh, this is gonna be gross.
Well, maybe not.
Wait, is this really happening right now?
He's
What's
off
going
camera right
on?
now. I can't really see anything.
Oh, he can't even see it. Oh gosh.
I still
Got
don't
a little bit out of there.
A little bit.
It helps get the lint out of there.
I like a one and done quick solution. Shane already put the link on what I use.
This has gone too far. Why did you have to egg him on, Tony?
I didn't egg him on. You wanted me to use his solution, and I didn't want to.
I was just talking about you can just cut the whole thing off, really.
I don't like how you have to do more than one clip in the same big toenail, though. I like one swipe through and then it's off. But I know some of those little guys are thick nails. You need a decent blade.
Yeah, I don't like it either. I don't like that I have to do it multiple times either.
No, I don't.
To be honest,
but
I
don't.
Until the next product comes out that solves that problem. Because there's probably ones out there that try to do all nails at once, and I feel like that would be
no. You need precision.
Custom. You're right. You need precision. But that's just it. Like you can't. You're not going to find a nail clipper that is the same size as every one of your nails, right?
No, that's why you kind of have to, suck it up with whatever.
Yeah. So suck it
up.
But
I've tried something like yours, and then I go all the way down with the lever, and it still doesn't kind of break the nail.
Hi, Holly.
Then you gotta.
Hi. So the best one I've had, I mean, I got to get the collection bin, like Shane's, but Revlon makes a really good nail clipper.
Oh, is it big?
It's
decent?
Big,
I don't want a little dainty one for my small finger.
And it's sharp. That's one clip, and it's through.
That's it. Nice.
Revlon.
I mean, that's good. I was
not endorsed by Revlon Incorporated.
I was waiting for that. Nice. But yeah, for the most part, I usually just do it outside, but it's better in the summer than it is in the winter. That's why I don't care if they fly everywhere. In my backyard.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like they're not that biodegradable. Like they are biodegradable, but not, I don't know.
Well, I'm littering on my own body.
Yeah, you are, Tony.
Some animal's probably going to use it to build a nest or something. I don't know. I'm helping the nature out. Who knows?
There's not enough twigs and.
It's not like I'm growing styrofoam and littering. It's just nails. It's definitely. I don't think we have an issue with waste.
Oh, is that right? Why don't you put them in your compost pile then?
I would. That way I don't have one right now.
No, because it makes terrible compost. Because it takes 80 years to biodegrade.
Yeah.
It's going to add fungus to the pile too. So
that's right. That's right. You don't want that.
You don't want the fungus in the decomposing pile.
Usually, if you have a good compost pile, then you don't have fungus.
Yeah, but you're putting toenail clippings in there. You're going to get fungus.
The fungus in.
I am not
adding fungus.
I don't want fungus.
Also,
say no to fungus.
Just buy one of these, Tony. Say no to fungus. Buy one of these.
If you go on the price, I'm going to go $13.95. I guess it's not too bad.
Put your fungus in the landfill.
Right.
Yeah.
That's better.
Wait, it's better? You guys have egged me on to like what you like? I'm sure it's a good product.
I'm giving this.
Can't go wrong. I don't know.
I'm giving this guy 4.5 out of 5 stars, which tends to be what I give everything anyway. But
it's 4.6. Give him 4.6.
Yeah, just make it a little bit better. At this rate, we should. I mean, I've talked about a 10-point scale for a while, but it may as well be. It may as well be if we're only doing half points, right?
True that.
And then Tony said plus 6 out of 12. I don't know what that means, but with a smiley face. I'm just gonna read every joke Tony puts down on here.
Is that to deter me, or I just got to think of something more clever? That's all.
Yeah. Well, I'm not. There's certain things I can't say, so you know that. But that is correct.
No, I know. No, I won't. I'm not gonna swear. That's too cheap. You got.
But it's not like a teleprompter. Like I'm gonna read everything, no matter what it is. It's just.
I know.
All right. So the website is no-mes with one S nailclipper.com. You can find those there or on Amazon for $13.95. I don't know. I honestly have no idea what you normally spend on a pair of nail clippers because I probably have a hand-me-down since the beginning of time in terms of a pair of nail. And you know what? I don't know about you, but I don't think they really get cleaned, so they're probably pretty gross.
I rub them with alcohol.
I maybe did that once since I've had them. But yeah, I don't know. Do you ever think about these things? I think about things that never get cleaned. Like I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about belts and how they tend to not get cleaned.
They don't, especially when a guy or someone goes to
never hurt you.
When someone goes to the bathroom and then the first thing you do after we'll say number 2, what do? You're pulling up your pants and you're putting your belt back on. Do you ever wash your belt? No.
As long as it's a leather belt.
I don't even know what podcast that was. So as soon as I heard that, I'm like, oh my God, that's true. So then when I went home, I kind of washed my belt. I'll admit it. I washed it.
Well, the problem is leather doesn't really, you can't really get
wet. I know,
wet.
That's true, leather. I don't know if mine are leather. Who cares? I washed it anyway with some soap and water.
Well, most belts are probably.
Whatever, it still looks the same. It's fine. But I mean, that's true. Like, I'm trying to think, what's the first thing I touch after, you go to the bathroom? You put your pants back up or on or whatever.
I think it was on TMS, the morning stream, and one of the things they talked about also,
people that are just joining are like, what the heck?
Well, they missed out if they're just joining. That's
when you pull your pants up and you wash your belt. And then I clip my toenails.
This is a questionable podcast.
Hey, it's still PG-13. Somewhere in between, maybe.
It's all right.
The beauty of live radio.
That's right. But
anything can happen.
But then again on TMS, Scott was talking about how he actually does have a belt that he can wash, and so I guess that means a material that is not leather, I would assume. And I don't think I really own. I've considered getting a belt that's not leather, but I don't generally like the look of them if they're not that way.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen any lately.
No, but yeah. Anyway. So this one's new, so I don't really have to clean it at this particular moment.
How new is it?
It's only, well, maybe I got it maybe like a month old at this point, but I've only used it, I think twice so far.
Gross.
Is it?
So let me ask you, do you share nail clippers?
With myself?
I think Shane's the only one who, yeah.
Is that dirty? Sharing clippers?
I don't think so. Tony?
I don't know. I mean, I think Kay's got her own stuff and I do. I don't think we have the same one.
The thing is, I mean, I'm gonna wash my hands afterwards anyway. I don't know. Or
is it like sharing somebody's toothbrush kind of thing, or do you think it's?
No, I don't think it's like that.
It's probably worse if it's your toes. For some reason, I feel like using it on your toes or sharing those seems worse. For some reason.
I think it's outside though. Like it's outside your body, so that's why I think it's a little bit more of a pass than your toothbrush, which is sort of inside, and having your own is good.
But what's under your fingernails is where the grime and grunge probably lives. What was that?
Yeah,
what was that?
But now you're hanging on to it.
I heard a ding. Everyone else heard a ding too.
It was mine. Someone shared their video.
Oh yeah. Was that yours?
Or no, not shared it, but they commented or something.
Yay!
Hooray!
I think it was mine.
It's really getting the name out there. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see. Anything else? Any other points, guys?
Of any kind?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got something.
Sure.
All right. This is what grinds my gears.
He lifts his foot up again.
Yeah.
All right. So I've got a confession to make. I have a HD disorder.
Uh-huh.
Hard drive hoarding disorder.
Oh, that is real.
So does Shane.
Yes.
No, that's just everything, Tony.
I literally keep every hard drive.
Oh, never mind.
Like literally. Okay. and I have like a bin of hard drives. And the other thing that I keep, and I just can't bring myself to.
Hey, that's my hard drive. Oh no,
get rid of. That's my hard drive. I can't bring myself to rid myself of like CDs and DVDs, like old burned CDs and DVDs. Now, okay, so
what's on them?
To give you guys an idea, here's a spindle of literally just like burned stuff.
Totally legal.
Probably everything from programs to pictures to operating systems. That's
all right.
There's another one.
Mm-hmm.
There's another one.
Right.
And then this is all full. And I got one more somewhere. How in the world, like, for some reason I can't part with them. Does anybody
you don't use
have
them either?
a good idea?
Tony's like, throw them in the
on
dumpster.
How to
set them on fire.
Organize these things.
Well, are they organized right now? I mean, how do you want to organize them? You just want them all on
there's
a hard
like
drive?
literally no. I mean, that's like literally a stack of like almost 100 different things.
I don't know if there's a service out there, but you might just go one by one, throw them into a computer, throw it on a hard drive.
I don't know, maybe you need counseling, but
throw them into a computer, throw them out. Do you want to get rid of them?
No, because I mean, like a lot of stuff, it's like pictures or like, you know.
Well, I just mean, do you want to get rid of the CD?
Windows XP 3rd edition or second, you know, or
I'm not really supporting that anymore. You should probably get rid of that.
Yeah,
I just upgraded
so
my mom
hard.
to SB3.
I can't get rid of it. How about you guys? Can you guys get rid of like old media? I mean,
yeah,
sure, Tony.
I got rid of everything.
I'm telling you, this box, this actually goes back to WCTC days.
Nice.
Well,
this is like programs back from WCTC.
I know this is going to be hard to believe, Tony. I know this is going to be hard to believe, but I also have things going back to WCTC days.
You still have some floppies.
Yep. That closet right over there. That closet right over there is packed to the brim with computer things.
The old sys boot discs that we created and stuff.
Oh gosh.
But I just like you can create those at any time you want if you have still floppy drives. Yeah. So then it's like you really like the internet, and then the ubiquity of online storage and even dirt cheap hard drives, which I'm sure you have a bunch of. So I mean, I guess if you want to make it a priority to like clean the clutter, then yeah. But if you want to keep them, I mean, there's no harm in that either.
Yeah,
I got rid of a lot of stuff, but
seems like every time I throw something away, literally I need it like next week. Like it's like a week from now. I'm like, I just threw that away.
When do you need a Windows XP Service Pack 3 disk? I'm just curious when.
Well, oh my gosh, you wouldn't even believe.
Like okay, give you an idea. Okay, when I had my business, right? I had let's see, Windows 10 had just come out. So she had a brand new Windows 10 computer.
Yeah.
She had, gosh, what was it? An accounting software like Quicken 95 or something like that, right? And it couldn't run past Windows XP, and even in compatibility mode, it wouldn't even work.
Jeez, 95.
And so it only like she was used to using it on a Windows 95 computer. Well, the 95 computer had like completely died. So literally, I created a VM with Oracle of Windows. Like I installed Windows 3.1 what did I do? No, I installed DOS on it, DOS 6.2, and then I would install Windows 95 on it. And then within the VM, and then put her Quicken software in it, and literally loaded the file and everything. And then I put the VM on her computer so she could access her old equipment. Now, if I would have thrown my Windows 95 and DOS 6.2 stuff away, I mean, I suppose I could have tried finding it online, but I had keys.
Well, I suppose there would have been an alternative.
Well, I'm just thinking, like, if you have a lot of time to do all that, I'm just thinking like time versus. Should you start thinking about a program that does not run in Windows, 95? Is there something even free? Like, I don't know.
Sure.
I mean, I don't know how much time that took you to do that versus finding something online that might have been free, or if you want to pay for.
Well, the thing is, like, even the software was not compatible with any of the newer softwares. You couldn't even take like the information and like import it into a newer version. Like you had to run it. You had to run the old version to even export the data into something usable to be then imported into. So that like it had to be done. It was like the only way to do. You know, so it's like situations like that. It's really hard for me to throw stuff away. That's like that.
I mean, if it's good to keep it, keep it. I don't think that's taking up that much room where it's actually a day-to-day issue. But it's only when you're, you got like 6D cats and like newspapers from 1940, and you can barely get into your room. I don't know. Then there might be something. But
believe me, with 5 kids, you got to start like decluttering at one point. You got so much junk in the house. You just like got to start chucking stuff.
Oh yeah. I mean,
yeah, but like,
sure.
I think like pictures. I mean, you Google photo if that's what you use, or if you have like different, backup software or stuff, whatever you use for photos. I'm sure you could probably. I mean, at least you'd be able to see them. I mean, I don't know how often you put stuff into a CD, a CD drive or whatever. I don't even have a CD drive.
Yeah,
but
I literally I asked for a drive for my birthday, just to be able to have one to read.
When was the last time you used a chain?
Once, I think.
Yeah. What year?
It's just a back. I said backup. It's there as a backup. It's not meant to be used.
We like this stuff just for the simple fact in case, but then years go by and we're like, oh, well, we never really use this stuff.
Well, the point is,
I mean, it's nice to have that.
So you guys will be happy to know I started playing WoW again.
I saw that.
Well, will we be? Because we aren't.
I literally haven't played in like 10 years, and then I thought, yeah, hey, that might be fun.
Rich is playing WoW.
I have been seeing you on.
I started playing and was like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot how much fun this was. And
it's good.
I've been seeing you on, but I'm usually in Hearthstone. Honestly,
I've been playing Heroes a lot.
Doing Heroes. Diablo was I got that on the Switch now, so that I don't see people. I only see Nintendo people on, but also. Eric, Pinot Noir, as I mentioned in the chat, but this is your design here, buddy. Your cup design here, as you can see, which I kind of pointed out before, but it's for this 5K thing that they do on Thanksgiving Day, turkey trot thing. Yeah, right on.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Thanksgiving.
Hey, life tip.
Yeah.
When you guys have kids,
yeah,
never just let them win.
Right. No.
Okay.
Let me tell you why.
Yeah.
So this is something actually I learned from my dad that he didn't actually deliberately teach me. He's just very competitive and never let me win. But I learned a very good lesson from that. My kids now are of gaming age, and it is so much fun playing with them because they're actually like good.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So never let your kids win, because when they become video gamers, it's actually fun to play video games with them. So life tip.
Yeah, totally. You basically just you don't know. Like they got good. They got good. You only get good by practicing against the best, right?
Better. Yeah.
Well, when it's like, if you let them win, they'll be soft, and not really want to work hard. So I never let them win, and so when they actually do win it and earn it, they like, I beat Dad. So
well, there you go.
They try harder.
It means something more. I get it. Yeah.
And then they're like, I can take on the world. All right. Well, I think that's going to about do it for today. What do you guys think?
Sounds good.
So our email address is techiespodcast@gmail.com. We are on all most of at least the big name social media outlets at Techies Podcast, and record Sundays at 6/7 Central. Our website is niceguynetwork.com/techies. You can find us on iTunes. If you search for Techies Podcast, please, we would just so much, really, very much appreciate a rating on there, preferably 5 stars. If you can find us there, that would be very much wonderful and very great. We would be very gracious of any and all that would do such things. You can find Tony at Why Not Big T, myself at Shave Mad Ox. What about you, Richard? Do you have anything you want to throw out there to the listeners, the viewers, and listeners?
I just want to say thank you so much, Shane, for allowing me to come back. I am honored, and you guys are awesome. And
no,
I'm hanging out with you guys. I'm just so glad that we became friends all those years ago at college, and you guys are great.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate that. You too, Richard.
You are a gentleman and a scholar, sir, and thank you so much for coming on today. Great appreciation for that there.
Yes.
Well, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Richard. Thank you, Tony. And thank you, all you fine viewers and many of you today, more than normal anyway. It's been real. That'll do it for today. And until next time, easy. Peace.
Try again.
Oops.
Nice. I like that you got that in at the end.
That's nice.
I like having stuff at the end. Okay, I don't know if that sounded right, but
easy.
So is that a real thing? Your nail clip? That was an actual. I thought you were joking about that other thing. That,
what other thing?
He had a. It looks like a clip. What do you call that thing? A wire cutter?
You mean a needle nose pliers?
Well, no. Oh, wait. Who put that in there? Was that you, Tony?
What?
It wasn't. Somebody put in that. Oh yeah. What is that? Is that who? Is that you, Tony?
This right here? Yeah, this is what I use.
He actually because
this is what
I got confused because
on my feet. It's freaking sharp. That's why I got it, because the things that you guys have suck.
Yeah, whatever.
No, I don't know anything. I can't speak to what
you suck. No, but Richard
literally got this, and I don't even know if this is the real brand, but this is what I got maybe like 6 months ago, and I gotta say this is really great. And yeah, I go outside because I don't care, because those little bastards go everywhere. They fly all around, like you say, Shane.
Who flies all around? Oh yeah, no,
the
they
nails.
Really do.
The nails do.
But the thing
I'll
is,
tell you, the only the time that I always actually remember to cut my nails are when I'm in the car. Because I'm driving and I look down and I look at, like, my hands are in the steering wheel and I look, I'm like, crap, my fingernails are long. So I literally keep one in like both cars. That's usually where I have it.
Wow.
And of course, then they land on the floor, and then the floor looks gross.
And then the floor looks gross.
Yeah, you expect to see them in the bathroom, but when they're in your car, you're like, what the hell?
Yeah, but I try to go outside.
Since
I got the house, that's what I've been doing.
See,
it's hard when you don't really.
It would have never honestly crossed my mind to go outside until you mentioned that, Tony. But
I know.
But I gotta say,
it's weird because you kind of have like people that can see you. I guess I really don't. I kind of have privacy in the backyard. I don't know if I'd want to do that in front of people either.
I mean, you got neighbors that could see you, I suppose, right?
Maybe, but I guess I don't care because it's my property. So
it's my property. They can't mess with me.
Yeah.
There's a. So yeah, I don't know if you saw the link he had in there, Richard, but the needle nose pliers threw me off. No, yeah, I'm on here now because it looks like a wire cutter.
It kind of does a little bit, but it's a little bit like that. But it's extremely sharp. You know, I think the one I got was made in the USA too, and
now that I think about it,
whatever.
My mom used to use something, well, not like this, but a smaller version of this, basically. And I don't. Maybe I should go back. now I'm going to second guess myself here because they don't necessarily fly if you're doing it like this as much, do they?
No, not really. But I also have to, like, especially the bigger nails, like the big toe, whatever. You have to kind of cut it twice, and I don't like doing that. I like to have a nice straight through.
Yeah.
And it's easier on some, obviously. I don't know if you know this, but I don't really bite my nails anymore, Shane.
Anymore. Nice.
Remember when I used to do that a lot?
You need me to edit that out on the video?
What?
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Mm-hmm. You don't have to edit anything out. I don't care. Are we still recording? Are we still live?
Still live, yeah.
Kay made me some Brussels sprouts, so I'm kind of eating right now.
Eating, talking about how you used to bite your nails, whatever. Like
I don't care.
A lot of people bite their nails. That's literally. If you go, did either were either of you guys into that Making a Murderer documentary by chance?
No.
On Netflix. But no, I tried, and I was gonna give it another shot because you said season 2 is great, and I thought, but I haven't had a chance yet.
There was a part in that where it's got one of the, I don't know if it's like an intern or something of the attorney, and there was like literally in the background they're doing this official video. And she's in the background biting her nails. It's like what the heck?
I know it's not very attractive, but I remember when I was a kid, I bit my nails like crazy. Even when I was at CTC, I'm sure I did it many times. You know, Richard might even have that video of that.
Yeah, I probably do.
Maybe I'm biting my nails in that. Who knows?
Probably. We should find that.
Richard's making it rain bills.
Wait, so you can send the link. You should be able to send the link like a private link, right, to that video?
Yeah, I think so.
I would like to see that and possibly showcase that someday.
Money, 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 money.
I'm really into those.
But only if it's easy for you to send a link.
I am looking for it now.
I don't think I can play the video on here either, though.
Oh man!
I mean, YouTube would take it down because they'd.
Oh, not with the
it's the Cadillac
song in the background.
Cadillac pimpin' thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
probably. Save it or share it out through Google Drive or.
You know, it's funny when I first used that song, I just used it because it sounded cool. But then if you listen to the words, it's like, oh boy.
That's usually the case, yeah.
Why did I use that song?
Yeah. Should have gone with Baby It's Cold Outside. Relevant.
That's awesome.
All right, well.
It's cold outside.
Probably going to stop the video here, at least. That's enough. That's all you get. That's all you get, folks. Show's over.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.
I love you all.